Department did describe the protest in Paramount last night as the situation escalated. The crowd of protesters became increasingly agitated, throwing objects and exhibiting violent behavior toward federal agents and deputy sheriffs. What is your message to people who are getting violent?
It's don't get violent. Those are not the people that are coming out to protest immigration. What we've seen, so let me tell you.
What are violent people doing?
Okay, so last night when I talked to the sheriff, he had told me the situation in Paramount was under control, that the people that were peacefully protest have left, that the people that were peacefully protest have left, that the people that were peacefully protest have left. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area. And this was the unruly folks that Saturday night crowd, and this was the unruly folks that Saturday night crowd, the people that were there to actually protest immigration were gone.
It wasn't the protesters that was getting trampled over by the police and abused. It was those unruly niggers. Now do you believe me when I say that the Antichrist is declaring war on us? You best believe it. But we're going to look at it a little bit more. Now, the warfare we're about to do is not for everybody. If you don't resonate, you can observe, but, we going to do this, STARSEED United. If you're new to my station, I am the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose Jericho, coming at you with some judgment news. See how they always do it, give themselves an excuse. And now they'll say people rioted, and look who's tearing up the cars. Look at them. Don't they know there's cameras everywhere? Trump is governing like a man who was shot, indicted, investigated, impeached, and no longer gives a flying F what the liberals think. It's amazing.
Our understanding of this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
Shalom, 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 all my sisters, my bro stars of the STARSEED United allies and friends. I send you infinite love and light, and I receive yours, abracadabra. Now I for sure know why Hashatan didn't want me on that plane. The Antichrist is declaring war. He's trying to do it in a sneaky way. Yeah, those Hispanic migrants are not the real target. This is just the testing that the Antichrist is doing, calling in the National Guard and the Marines, and doing such a raggedy ass job at it. So we know what we're dealing with. So we're going to put in our warfare, fighting up against him. Yeah, you're not going to have that rampage Antichrist, nor are you, Hashatan. Want to rule the planet again, still our rulership by ruling with fear. No. First, I want to preface this message. Rarely I come out of the scripts unless I'm led through, because I know that the scripts is like a needle in a haystack to find the truth, because that Council of Nicaea and all, the colonizers, they played a whole lot of tricks in the Bible. They captivated us with the Bible. They made us believe that the Bible was 100% accurate. And I pose the question, if it's 100% accurate, why is there over 3,000 versions of the Bible, including Trump Bibles, including MAGA Bibles? What? So rarely I come from the scripts, but my mother guides me to, like Psalms 37, prophecy. That's a prophecy. Oh, it's a magical prophecy too. That's a magical prophecy because it's giving us instructions on how to get our heart's desires. What? If we follow the instructions, we get our heart's desires? What? Anyway, we know that they played around. So I'm not religious. I used to be a Christian for most of my life. And I could say now I'm still a Christian because I believe in the Christ, but in a different way than most Christians. I don't believe he died on the cross for anybody's sins. Everybody got to pay for their own sins. Yeah, I don't believe any of that narrative that they fight so hard. They fight so hard. That's why it's like a fight of religions. You know, the Christians believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins, and the Muslims don't believe it. They have another narrative, which I choose to believe, that it wasn't him on that cross. It was somebody on the cross, but it wasn't him, okay? So let's just get that straight. Everybody has a right to believe whatever they want to. I have a right to believe what I want to. I have a right and a freedom to speak those things that I'm guided to speak. Yep. So this does not fit everybody. It's only for people who resonate with the message. It's for STARSEED United. It's for spies. It's for world leaders. Yeah, that's who I'm speaking to. So if you don't resonate with the message, I'm fine with it. I'm not trying to convince you to believe me because I know beliefs, that's just a way to get people. That's a way to control their energy, is what you believe in. I have moved into the knowing because, the Most High gave me receipts and evidence of just how magical and powerful our kingdom is. He showed me time and time again that what I'm doing here is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't need any guidance from anyone, okay? No offense, but I'm going to keep on doing things just the way that I do it because it works. The magic is real. Magic is real. Some people say, magic, that's blasphemy. Oh, she's all into witchcraft and magic and all of that. And the Most High is the most magical one. What? And I'm his daughter. The magic is simple. The magic is real. The magic works. And it only takes 2 or 3 of us. So I'm not worried about people who don't resonate. If you don't believe me, I'm showing you right now the Lionsgate portal, what you thought was a myth, something somebody made up, is real. Just like all the other things that I've shown you. It's real. I have receipts, you see, that the Atlanteans exist and they still continue their work, and this whole world is wired. Yeah, I say weird stuff like that because I have the evidence. So it's something that you don't have to believe in. You don't have to believe in it. You can actually know it if you can relate and connect the dots that what I'm showing you is reality, you see. Or when we go to the courts of the Most High on different issues, and we ask the Most High to react, to judge it, and bring judgment. And he answers in very, very, very specific ways. What? Somebody accused me of being a revisionist. Yeah, because I'm woke. I am a revisionist. Hey, I relate myself to like the atheists. You know why? I have respect for atheists. Because an atheist, they don't believe anything you can't prove with facts. They won't believe it. They have to know. They have to know something. See, knowing something and believing something is like 2 different things. That's why I have respect for the atheists. It's going to be a whole lot of atheists that remain on this planet. You know why? It don't have anything to do with beliefs. And because they have the ability to control their energy by not following what somebody tell them without proof, they have to know. When the Messiah proves himself, then they'll know and they will follow him. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, some things that I know that I have been privy to. Yeah. A judge of Tassetti. Somebody accused me of being a warmonger. I agree with you. I am a warmongerer. But not a 3D warmongerer. I never tell our people to go out and start attacking people. And somebody need to do this, and somebody need to do that. And we need to have some false flags too to give ourselves excuses to. I never came with any kind of violent suggestions. No, but I am a warmongerer. No, I don't. I know we supposed to stay at home and be good, but I know who got our back, and I call upon them if y'all try to attack us. Yeah, to defend us. The heavenly house. Y'all know about this Lionsgate portal I'm showing it. It's a story about the lion. This is a lioness because it's no mane. She got her crown tilted on the side, one of her wings spread out. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, she was in that planetary alignment too on September 23rd, 2017, when the 12 tribes of Jacob, when they were activated, born, in the stars, because our Father's magical. She was there. Story about this lioness. Maybe the lion. I'm sure if there's a lioness, there's a lion somewhere. But, was it Caesar? Was saying these people, they believe in all kind of magical, mystical stuff. All of his magicians, I guess they was coming and telling them about the whispers about this lion that will come and defend them if necessary. I know about her. I know her. I have a connection with her. Yeah, I have her spirit. Yeah. So the story about this lion is that Caesar was like, what? They believe in that? They believe in the creator. Now they believe in some kind of lion that's supposed to defeat us. Yeah, y'all just making up some shit. I need some evidence because I don't believe you unless I see it. Yeah, so he asked Yahusha, I believe I'm getting the names right, that if this lion is real, I want to see it. So the lion flew up into the firmament. And when it flew up into the firmament, all of Caesar's army's teeth fell out. That's how I know I have a connection with this lioness. Her spirit, because I would have did something like that. Then the lion roared, and every pregnant woman of Rome, they all miscarried at the roar. So, that made Caesar a believer. Well, not a believer, it made him a knower. See, because it's the difference between believing and knowing. Yep. So the Most High God of Israel showed me her. And I found a tiger too. It's a heavenly tiger. We have heavenly tigers and all of that. Have you guys ever seen Triple R? I highly recommend that you watch Triple R because I love that movie. I love that script. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about it because, they like to write scripts. And I love this script. And we have heavenly lions and tigers. What? So let me tell y'all about Triple R. So that's when the colonizers was over there in India with their cruelty. Yeah, so they tricked these people out of a little girl, You know, the little girl did something. The lady handed the mother a coin. And the mother said thank you because, you know, it was like a tip or something for something she did, some shit like that. And she gave her a coin, and then she just took her little girl for a coin. She made the little girl a slave. And honey, I already gave you spies. The parable of the army ants. Okay? You already got that parable. Right before all this shit happened. Yeah, over there in LA now, all over the United States. So, the colonizers was over there doing their bullshit. You know, cutting people down with their guns and shit. Just killing people with impunity and taking all of their shit away and treating the people, you know, like they're nothing, just to be used. Just abusive. You know, that's the same damn people Donald Trump and his little border czar, that retarded guy, Tom something, Hopes or Holmes or something. Whatever the hell his name is. He's a Neanderthal. You can tell when he speaks. Anyway, I told y'all these are some Lord Maple serpent seed. They was doing that shit. Those army ants rose up. Those Indian people rose up, and they wanted that little girl back, but they couldn't. You know, they couldn't fight them like they fight. You know, fair. You know, without a gun and bullets and shit. They just go head up. So the colonizers, they never want to go head up. That's why they always want to pull weapons on you, and they don't want you to have weapons because they don't want to get hurt. They just want to hurt everybody. So this is what the Indian people do. Now keep in mind, keep in mind, the winged lioness and the heavenly giant tiger. And it looked like a little cub too, but it was giant. I'm gonna go back in my archive so I can find it. It was in some beautiful rainbow clouds, that one. Yeah, just keep that in mind when I tell you this story. Because I love this script. They like to write scripts. I love this script. I would love the Most High to use this script. Excuse me, y'all. They trying to attack my throat chakra, but it ain't gonna work, Hashatan. Y'all see that confirmation? It ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell this story. So anyway, they couldn't get the little girl back because, you know, they were outgunned. So what they did is they went into the jungle and they trapped bears, lions, tigers, antelope with big old horns, all kind of horned animals, all kind of animals. And they were just collecting them. And then one day, the colonizers had a big old ball. And they thought they were secured, you know, because they put borders. They love their borders. So they were at the castle of the colonizer. Ooh, these confirmations. Ooh, I love it. They were having this big ass ball. And those Indian people used their allies, which was those wild animals. They didn't even know they were allies. They were just captured. But they became allies because they got past the Sally Port and they let all of those animals loose. Ooh, y'all hear those dogs barking? The winds are blowing. Yeah, they let them loose. All those wild animals started attacking them and their guns didn't do them any good. And we have heavenly lions, giant. You know, the wingspan of that, in that Lionsgate portal is over 5,000 feet. That's giant. That's a god. If y'all don't stop it. If you don't stop. Oh, see, that's what's going to happen. The animals are going to cut loose on y'all. Only it's not going to be from this 3D. It's going to be from the 5D. If y'all don't stop, sit. Sit. I said sit. You better obey my command. And y'all better stop that. They gonna be in trouble. Oh. I love this script, Father. I love the script because Hashatan always wants to cheat with his weapons. And we already know what they want to do from that song, Sympathy to the Devil. They want to start dropping bombs on people. And they gave themselves an excuse. And you saw those po-po beating the windows out their own cars. Dummies. Ooh, I gotta take a sip, y'all. Ooh, that water was good. Yeah. Ooh, my mouth is so dry. Anyway. Yeah. They let all those animals loose, honey, and those animals start ripping their asses to shreds. So, yeah. Because Donald Trump, the Antichrist, is determined that he is going to be the king and god of this world. He's determined that he can make it happen with some fucking hocus pocus and a script. So he has a script that he's determined that he is going to fulfill and become the king and the god of this earth. Man, the Most High just putting all this on center stage for his entertainment and for ours too. And oh, Father, I hope that we are pleasing you and entertaining you with all of our heavenly moves coming straight from our divine mother, the Holy Spirit. Father, they have that script and they just determined. Those colonizers are determined. They know that they used up all that evil and their time is up. But Hashatan think he can change some timelines with his little script. And now he's trying to make it happen while he's, Father, he is declaring war on humanity. Everybody that's choosing the side of good. Father, they're on our side. If they're choosing the side of good and to go against this evil, Father, I claim them for being on my side. On the side of our Messiah fighting this evil. And the colonizers just want to come in and they already show what they want to do. They want to start bombing people. Sending in tanks and scaring the shit out of people so everybody will be too afraid and he's captured their energy with all that fear. That's a cheating code that Hashatan has always used. Father, whoever is on our side, choosing the side of good over this evil, I ask you to bless them, protect them. I already seen you do it.
Shooting at his feet, and he's taunting them. Basically doing like a little dance, taunting them, going like, oh, I'm scared. Standing there with a skateboard. Then this happens. Now they're actually shooting him with non-lethal rounds, with tear gas. Gives his middle finger. I have no idea how he didn't fall there. I have no idea. They lit his ass up from point blank. Look at this. Casually walks away, gives them the middle finger. Then, I don't even know if this is real because this is too perfect, right? But CBS News Los Angeles, they got an interview. I guess it's with this guy, and here's the legendary response he gives us.
But you told me you got caught up in the tear gas as well. Describe what happened to you.
Oh, just tasted a little tear gas. Tasted like fascism.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. All right.
So you see right here, you see what happened? Was that fair? Was it fair at all? He just standing there with a skateboard and his words, but he was brave. He was standing alone. He wasn't a crowd around him. He was standing alone. And Hashtan's little piglets, you know, they just started letting off those non-lethal weapons that'll knock your ass down, and he didn't even flinch because he had an angel protecting him, showing people if you stand up with bravery against this, their little pea shooters won't do them any good. Yeah, so. And I restrain you, Hashtan, for using lethal weapons of any kind. I'm telling you, I rebuke you. I rebuke you under the authority that my mother and father gave me, under the kingdom and rule of the real Messiah, the King and God of this earth. I rebuke you. You just try to start using lethal force on these people that are on my side, your side is gonna start dropping dead, and the army ants is gonna come after y'all. You ain't gonna have no army because they're gonna be trying to hide. People already doxing their asses. Y'all know what doxing means, STARSEED United? This is a new term. I just learned it, where when they know of people like these ICE Nazis, then they post their addresses and phone numbers and their workplaces and their businesses. They put their business out there. They dox them. That's what that's called. Yep. So when the army ants, I told y'all, see that parable? I told y'all I've given you the warning. It is my job to give you the warning. I gave you the warning before I came out here to California. But y'all want to make a rally point. You want to make Los Angeles, the place that I was born, the rally point. Nothing is coinky dinky. That's what you're trying to do, so that you could terrify humanity. Well, you know, I told you about that script writing and all of that kind of shit, how y'all whispered into the psychic ears, you fallen ones. Because you want so bad to ruin the earth and just kill up a whole lot of people that just want to take the side of good. That's what you want. Yep. So I gave y'all the parable of the army ants, but I'm also calling on the 5D now from the heavenly forest. I'm already connected to Pegasus. I am totally connected to Pegasus. I'm telling you right now, if you, Hashtan, you want to continue with your script, I'm going to ask the Most High to give us that same script. And some horrible and terrible things are going to be happening to your kingdom if you try to harm and kill these people. You're already trying to ruin their lives, ruin their families. Yeah, and you cheated to do it. You cheated. All that shit was illegal. And can't nobody charge him and stop him and restrain him because he just don't give a damn. He's the lawless one. He say, fuck you courts, fuck you judges. I'm the president of the United States. I'm about to be king. And it'll be off with all of your heads. Like some damn Henry VIII or some shit. Oh, This is the time of the Great Reset. So they want that script so bad. They think they can pull it off again using the same old tactics. Yeah, see, that's what those colonizers in India went triple R, 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 R. They didn't see that coming. They didn't see those wild animals being unleashed upon them, where the pea shooters couldn't do them any good. Ripped them up. I mean, ripped the hell out of some of them. Just killed some of them. Just while they were trying to shoot their guns. And I'm asking for the 5D forest. The Most High's beautiful, powerful. Some of them are gods. Dwayne the Lion, she's a god. Yep. Goddess. Excuse me. So, not only that, but you know, I've shown you angels. Angels are real, including Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel. Much gratitude. Much gratitude. I know all you have to do is just wiggle your shoulder. Just wiggle your left wing at the top at that place called Israel. That's all you got to do. Yeah, y'all want to go on with that script. We calling on them to avenge us once and for all times, because you're cheating. Yeah, just like the colonizers did in RRR. So you're going to get some surprises because you declared war. So, magic against magic. Ooh, y'all been pulling all kind of shenanigans. Yeah. Ooh, my energy feels so powerful right now. I feel so empowered. I feel so happy. Oh, because I know when the evil is removed. When the evil is removed, happiness will come. So, oh, look at Vulcan. Yeah, see, he showed up in Kilauea. Look at him. You look at his pecs and his Adam's apple, and he got his arms spread out on his knees, shooting out another entity of fire. What? You better recognize, that American-Israeli connection. They done made Donald Trump their messiah. Oh, wait. Did you guys know that Jeffrey Epstein was Mossad? I didn't know that. He was an Israeli spy. Donald Trump's bestie. And we asked the Most High to, just unleash the truth of, what was really in those files. I don't know what's in those files, but I'm itching to find out. I'm sure it's going to be something disgusting and sickening. Yeah, something that nobody is going to excuse him for. Nobody's going to excuse you for whatever it is. You better start trying to head for that bunker. They tricked you. They tricked you. They tricked you into believing that you could really be the king and god of this earth. And that everybody will bow down to your orange ass. And you think, you people out there that call me a warmonger, you think I won't? And I know I got all this power because the Messiah told me that to all of his fellows, I am his disciple. Yeah, so I already know how powerful my words are. And y'all want that script, and I was just pondering on it, and I said, wow, that would be a good idea. A triple R. And the angels. Yeah, one hair on our heads get hurt. You already took jobs, you know, and Job Corps away and stuff. Y'all just try it. Now, I did see something, and you think you're going to get away with it, but you're not. I seen, it looked like a brother to me, and they announced his name. Oh, he's known as, and they gave some Hispanic name, but he looked like a brother. Y'all think y'all gonna start snatching our asses up and giving us Hispanic names so y'all can send us to concentration camps with your little ICE shenanigans with a retard running the host ordeal? Y'all are about to find out. So you got your warning. Anyway, good news for us. It looks like with every move they make, they're bringing themselves closer to judgment, which means that there is karma and there is dharma. Yeah. So we're going to be receiving all kind of rewards. Those of us with high levels of empathy. Got high levels of empathy? If you got any empathy at all, you should be very happy. Even when you were made a fool out of, you better be glad you had some empathy, because that's the only thing that's going to save you. Because you got to have some goodness in those justice scales to offset some of that evil. If you don't have any, you in bad shape in these days of judgment. Yeah. So, and we're not going to have survivors guilt. We're going to be remaining because we're supposed to remain. Yeah. Dang. I can't wait until we get our Adam Cadmon bodies. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I am feeling it, y'all. But I'm good, though. I'm good. I just don't have the energy that I used to. You know. I felt really young for a really, really long time. Just until just a few months ago. Yeah. And then I just started, and just my energy level is just not there. So I got me some vitamins, and I'm eating good food and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. But anyway, it don't even matter how I feel in my body. It don't even matter. As long as I'm alive, as long as this evil remains, I'm going to keep on talking and pondering. And that was a bright idea. That was ingenious. They want that script so bad. Father, we want you to do a RRR script on them. Yep. Let all of our allies, the angels, the gods, the archangels, our Messiah especially, yeah, with all of those from the heavenly forest. Yeah, I ask you to let us have that script on them. Yeah, thank you, Father, for allowing me to discover all of these magical, powerful things that we thought were myths. Now we know are reality. We know You actually gave us evidence to know what the real is. And I feel highly favored. And Mother giving us all this knowledge. So we getting all this knowledge and the receipts too. Y'all hear those? You hear those birds? Listen to them, y'all. Wow. Everybody went crazy on that one. All that guidance, giving us strategies. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been thinking about this triple R and the scripts and all that without the divine knowledge. And I know it's going to work. Abracadabra. Just because the Father hears me. And all of us coming together in a oneness to combat this evil. Honey, oh, it's about to be over. It's about to be over, Hashatan, you shameful one. Shameful, shameless. You was shameless. You about to feel all that shame. You directly. Yeah, you always wanted the position. You know, I was led to go to Psalms 24. This is what the big deal is. Oh, y'all the animals. Y'all hear all of that? Wow, let me read Psalms 24 to you. Now, I said I hardly come from the scripts, but sometimes I do when I'm led to. These are prophecies coming from King David, which many believe that he was another avatar of the Christ, okay? So this is King David telling us another message. The earth is the Lord's and all of its fullness, the world and those who dwell therein. Okay, it's all about the Messiah. He is the King and the God of this earth, and everything in it and on it belongs to him, Hashtan. For he has founded it upon the seas and established it upon the waters. Sure did, and I did find Poseidon too. Who may ascend? Starseed United, listen to this one, because this should empower you. Who may ascend into the hill of the Lord? I'm showing you the hill of the Lord. Or who may stand in his holy place? I'm showing you the holy place. He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted his soul to an idol or vanity, nor sworn deceitfully, he shall receive blessings. See, that's that Dharma from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is Jacob, the generation of those who seek him, who seek his face. We sought his face, and the Most High allowed us to witness his face. A whole hill with his face. Because we sought him, he gave us some receipts. Congratulations, Starseed United. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. It don't even matter about whatever fucked up mistakes you made in your life. It don't even matter at this point. Because the Most High God of Israel saw that you broke out of this matrix. You fell into the darkness, but now you're the light. Lift up your heads, O you gates. Be ye lifted up, you everlasting doors. That's the Most High That's how he sees us. That's how our Messiah sees us. We are doors, y'all. We are truly doors. All starseeds are connected right now, but we are doors. We are doors of enlightenment. And we're here to save humanity. And the Most High wants us to lift up our face and be not ashamed anymore. And stand in our power for how he sees us and what he wants us to do. And he wants us to fight back. And we're fighting back. So he wants us to lift up our heads. And the King of Glory shall come in. Oh, see, that is what it's all about. And the King of Glory shall come in. Who is the King of Glory? Who is the King of Glory, Hashatan? Who is the King of Glory? That's what this is all about. You always wanted to be the King of Glory, didn't you? You always wanted to be glorified and praised and everybody to love your evil ass. And you had to trick people to get that and cheat. Because you always wanted the glory and you wanted to be the King of Glory, but the Messiah is the King of Glory. He's the King of Glory. You're the shameful, shameless, evil one. And you think you're going to declare war on us? The Lord of hosts, the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. And you think with your little bumpkins that you're going to declare war on us and we don't call on the power that has our backs? You are highly mistaken. Y'all are about to see. Who is the King of Glory? The Lord of hosts. Him and all of his fellows. He is the King of Glory, Hashtan, not you. You lost. You failed. You lost. But since you want to continue on with your script, then you're going to get a taste of ours. You're not going to recolonize this earth. It's a done deal. Y'all, that's what my mother told me. Like, let them do what they do. You know? People be praying that Congress make the right decision. People be hoping that judges make the right decisions and courts make the right decisions. We be just praying. She said, let serpent seed do what serpent seed do. They using up all that evil and it's going in the justice scales. Yep. Father, we ask you to speed up the time again. I hope I made you proud by coming here and coming on this holy mission. And we gonna keep on fighting against this evil and for humanity. We gonna keep fighting for our rulership. It belongs to us. The Father promised it to us. Not you, Donald Trump. Not you, Cabinet. Not y'all, Elon Musk and Bill Gates. He didn't promise that to y'all. Y'all got us some little magical money. I want to see y'all take up a fair fight yourselves. See what happens. No, y'all can't do that because you always cheat. You're a bunch of cowards when these things that I'm pronouncing to you, because it's going to happen. Don't say I didn't tell you so. You are going to see some horrible and terrible things, and they're going to come after you, and it's nowhere to run, and it's nowhere to hide. Yeah, that's who you're going to be fighting, since you want to bully humanity. People choosing the side of good, who I consider to be our allies unknowingly, just like the animals and RRR. They didn't know that they were allies and they were helping in the fight. Yeah, I bless them. Their army ants is gonna come after you. The heavenly host is gonna come after you. And you will be judged. because we're asking the Father for it, for that script of RRR. All praises to the Most High. I know you're going to do it, Father. I know you're going to grant it to us. They want a script, and so do we. Yes, Father, show them. Show them. Show them, Father. STARSEED United, you know what to do. Give your Father praise and glory. Adore your beautiful mother, and pledge your allegiance to our big brother, the Messiah, the King and God of this earth. That is the download that I have for you today. The war has begun. Yeah, they want to bully people and steal our rulership with a whole lot of horror and terror, which they're about to experience. Yeah, this is how they colonized before. Look at them, bringing in slave catchers on horses even. The ultimate goal was to attack us, and you see where they did. They moved from the protests into Compton, talking about the unruly ones. Yeah, we already know what this is about. Yeah, but we have powers greater than you that's going to come and avenge us. Abracadabra. Thank you so much, STARSEED United, for your support of the station, and I salute you all for having those clean hands and the pure heart. We sought the Lord of hosts, who is the Messiah. We sought his face, and we actually found it in a mountain. What? In Tassetti. Yeah, this judgment will go like all of the other ones, so I'll be coming back. Wow, it took a lot of effort to get this one out. I was getting it challenged on every hand, but I'm going to post this one. I'm going to post it, and this is only the beginning. I'll be back with some more judgment news. In the meantime, speak your words into the ether. Speak against this evil. We have the power. The Most High is listening. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share all of this good news. STARSEED United. STARSEED United for life. Yes. Thank you all for your gifts of love, for your kind words. Really been a blessing to me. Yeah. I'll be coming back soon, y'all. Until the next judgment news, your big sister, the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho out. Shalom.
Mission accomplished.